What is the value of nature? Now, that was a question that was answered by Professor Dasgupta from the University of Cambridge in his review of the economics of biodiversity in 2021. And we did a blog on that really important piece of work, and that's helped to feed into the 25-year environment plan and indeed the environment improvement plan, which was published by the UK government on Monday, the 1st of December. A bit disappointed this hasn't gained more traction because it literally cuts across every aspect of our lives, not just farming, food production, but also tourism and health and everything you might want to think about. So do check it out. It's a very important piece of work to think about. And actually in England last year, nature services delivered value of over 37 billion to the economy, £37 billion to the economy, and that is more than any single manufacturing sector did on its own. So do check it out. Very important thing to think about. It's going to affect all of us, and kind of linked to that, we've got an event that we're putting together with the Chief Scientist of the Environment Agency as the keynote speaker, which will be at the end of April at Rothamsted, where we're going to be looking at people and planet and how you can deploy technology for that. And you can see some actual woodland being created behind me. All of this field is going to be covered with trees in order to deliver those natural capital benefits. What else has been going on? Well, we've been crunching the numbers from the REAP conference, and we are so excited and so proud. The average score of delegate satisfaction for REAP, oh, my tripod's falling, for REAP 2026 was, REAP 2025 rather, was 8.5 out of 10. How cool is that? Thank you everybody, we're so pleased you enjoyed it, and we're about to open registration for REAP 2026. Save the date, 4th of November, same place. You all seem to like the venue, so we're going to be back in Peterborough. What else has been going on? Well, we have got my colleague Kate is coming back from Brazil almost as I'm recording this. We haven't talked too much about this, but this is a project that we're in with AgriTIERRA and Earthbase. We've called it ARISE, which is Agri-Tech for Resilience, Innovation and Sustainable Ecosystems. And we're working with partners, the Yield Lab Institute in St. Louis, Missouri, and Embrapa in Brazil. And it's kind of a trilateral partnership to help build ecosystems in agri-food, resilient agriculture. And right now, or in Brazil, they've all been meeting with colleagues from the US, from the UK. We've taken delegates from NIAB, from Harper Adams University and the University of Newcastle. And they've been looking at how to build these connections, these ecosystems. And they will all be descending to St. Louis in February, and then we'll be welcoming them in the UK in March. So if you're interested in doing business in North or South America, the ARISE project will be for you. More on that as we have it. So that will do. I don't know if I'm going to get roped in to plant any trees, but have a great weekend, and just think of all this wonderful carbon that's going to be captured and the value that it's creating. Have a great weekend.
Thanks for joining us for this week's Agri-Tech update. Subscribe, share and stay connected. And don't forget to sign up for our newsletter to get the latest innovations straight into your inbox. See you next week.